Alright, Boruto Chapter 79 review. Sorry I'm late to this, I was working all day. We might as well just call it Boruto Day at this point, because we had a fire-ass episode, and we had a fire-ass manga chapter. Let's get right into the review. The chapter starts off with Momoshiki and Boruto having a conversation, Momoshiki telling Boruto pretty much it's already begun. Obviously the prophecy that he was referring to. The next panel starts off with the sensory unit and Shikamaru trying to locate Kawaki. Towards they're having difficulty too, obviously, because he's hiding his chakra signature. We then get Kanahamaru, Sasuke, Sarada, and Mitsuki having a conversation. And then Sarada has a callback to a conversation that she had with Mitsuki a while ago, saying that if someone really did try and hurt Boruto, he's not sure what he would do. He'd probably kill them. And this becomes very important later on in the chapter. We then cut back to Kawaki running through the forest, saying, "Damn it, my chakra's run out." Ada takes notice to this. She says, "I found him, Kawaki." Daemon says, "Hey sis, don't leave me behind. You know I can't fly." She is the world's biggest simp. She don't give a crap about her brother no more, let's be honest. We then come back to a conversation between Amato and Shikamaru. Amato pretty much telling Shikamaru, like, listen, there's a way to stop all of this. I made a failsafe code with Kawaki to shut him down just like he did with Delta. Shikamaru is hesitant at first, but then even goes on to say, like, listen, even if you are telling the truth or not, it doesn't matter. The actions that Kawaki has committed is enough to eliminate him. And then obviously Amato is freaking out, saying, "Shikamaru, stop." And then here we are with Ada and Kawaki in the forest. She says, "It's okay, Kawaki, relax, I'm on your side." He says, "What the hell are you doing here next to me? You know you can't hide your chakra signature. You're pretty much practically telling them where I am." He says, "Forget about me and focus on protecting Lord 7, because at the end of the day, that's all he really cares about, the most at least." He then goes on to envy Boruto and saying, "He's the son's Hokage. Who could possibly kill Boruto? He's the Hokage's son. Nobody would do it. An act that would turn all your friends against you into foes. Who would ever agree to such a task?" He's obviously having flashbacks to Boruto, kinda sympathizing about what the fuck he's about to do to Boruto and just end his entire life. He says, "Damn it, why did it have to be him? Why couldn't it have just been a random outsider? Why did it have to be my brother?" Ada grants Kawaki's wish. And now this is the power of omnipotence, what I will explain right now. But we do get multiple shots of this big blast just encompassing the entire planet, changing reality forever as we know it. It continues on, and it continues on, until it wraps around the entire planet itself. Boruto questions saying, "What was that flash just now?" Obviously, as soon as it happens, the sensory unit's here. They say, "What are you two doing here, Miss Ada?" Kawaki notices something's off. They're not trying to kill him anymore. And then Momoshiki starts snickering and says, "Hey boy, I'm curious. How is it to lose everything?" And then Momoshiki says, "Look behind you." And their lives are officially swapped at this point. Pretty much now, Ada changed reality to where up until this point, Kawaki's been Boruto's best friend, and Boruto is the outsider of the village. Mitsuki says, "Sarada, don't get any closer. Boruto is dangerous." He says, "You have truly managed to anger me." Because he thinks that Boruto killed the father of Kawaki, the person he's been spending his entire life with. He says, "I'm going to ask you one last thing. What did you do to Lord 7? Momoshiki tells Boruto ahead of time, "Beneath you, the ground snakes are about to come up." Future sight from One Piece. Lo and behold, he dodges it, obviously, because he sees it coming ahead of time. And for some reason, Sarada is not affected by the power of omnipotence. Momoshiki says he has every intent to kill you, as does everybody else. And he says omnipotence, a divine power that even Ada herself can't control, and brought about by the power of Shinjutsu. Omnipotence is the power only an all-knowing god can wield, someone just like Ada. A programming language that gods have used to create entire worlds. This is the power that Ada wields. He says it's simply the identity of Ada's charm, and that's the result of Ada's subconscious being able to materialize this omnipotence into reality. He went through Ada and invoked omnipotence onto Boruto and himself, ultimately switching both of their lives forever and wiping everybody's memories about Boruto and their relationships with him. Shikamaru says, "Ada, could you please give him some information on what happened to Naruto exactly?" Ada's about to tell them, and Kawaki stops him and literally just puts the nail on the coffin. Not only did he destroy Boruto's life right now, he says, "Tell them that he's dead. Tell everybody that Lord 7 died at the hands of Boruto. People's memories have been altered. Any common knowledge that they have on them will be erased. Every person's consciousness is linked through chakra nature, so manipulating it through omnipotence isn't that far-fetched," Momoshiki says. He questions himself, though, and says for some reason, Sarada is not affected by the power of omnipotence. He says, though usually those immune to the power of omnipotence are the ones that suffer the most. He says, either way, it doesn't matter. Kawaki is now the son of the Hokage, and you are the lonely outsider of the village who bit at the hand that fed them, and is being hunted down by everybody in Konoha. Just plain Boruto, no last name, no identity, really. This chapter was a fucking 10 out of 10. Best chapter in the entire series.